Hey, what's up you guys, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to go into chapter 34 of One of Us is Next, which also happens to be the last chapter of this book. We have read it all in a week. Literally. Usually these books that are like this long would take me forever to read for you guys, but I guess since I've been on bed rest and I have a lot of free time on my hands now since I'm not currently working because I'm on bed rest, it's been easier for me to read these for you guys. So let's get right into this video. Excuse me. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, please click off of the video now. You have been warned. Chapter 34. Phoebe, Wednesday, April 1st. My stomach drops as Mom says Emma in a low warning tone. Emma turns to her wide-eyed and Mom adds, "You need to tell Martin everything." "But I did," Emma insists, looking shocked. "That's not possible. Let me see." Martin hands her the paper and I edge closer so I can read too. So it's gonna go in between Phoebe and Jared now. "Sorry about what I said earlier. I didn't mean it." "Didn't mean what? That I'm too extreme and you're out?" "Yeah, I freaked for a second, but I'm on board now. Let's do this." No. Emma drops the paper like it's on fire, staring at it with what seems like general confusion. "That's not me. I never communicated with Jared again after that night at Jillian's." She looks besettingly between Mom and Martin, like she can't get them to believe her, though, through sheer force of will. "I swear to God, I swear on Dad's grave." "Can't you?" "I don't know. Check the IP address or something?" Martin looks grim again. "I'll see how trackable the technology is, but messaging apps are tricky. Now, if we had your phone, we could possibly work with that. Is your device entirely unsalvageable?" Emma flushes and drops her eyes. "Yeah, I smashed it with a hammer and threw it into a dumpster. I don't even know where it is anymore." "I see." Martin's tone is calm, but he can't be happy about that. Mom leans forward, her voice tense. "Isn't it possible this young man wrote all of these chat messages to himself once Emma stopped talking to him?" She asks. He's obviously disturbed." "It's possible," Martin says. "Jared was certainly under an enormous amount of mental strain from his brother's arrest, his father's illness, and his mother's suicide. That may be a theory worth advancing, particularly if later correspondence shows a marked difference in speech patterns." Emma stretches out her hand like a drowning person who just spotted a life preserver. "Can I see more of them?" "Of course." Martin hands her a sheaf of papers and a pencil. "Here are the rest of the February 20th conversations. If you see anything that strikes you as dissonant, mark a note." Emma starts reading and I do the same. After Phoebe returns and promises to keep the game going, Jared spends a good half page patting himself on the back for his brilliance. Phoebe agrees, and as I read those responses, a tiny spark of hope takes hold of me. This truly doesn't seem like Emma's messaging style. Phoebe is using way too many LOLs and question marks for one thing, and the flattery toward Jared seems excessive. Could Mom's Hail Mary theory actually be right? Then I read the bottom of the page. "This game is genius. You can make people do whatever you want. Doesn't matter how strange it is, people will do it. The more bizarre, the better, right? LOL. I swallow my gasp just in time. My heart starts pounding so hard that it's physically painful as I read the last sentence again. Not bizarre, bizarre. I glance at Emma, whose face has gone red and splotchy when her eyes meet mine. I know she's in it too. I'm frozen in my chair. I have obviously no idea what to say or do. I just keep thinking about the little things that meant nothing until now. My sneaky brother always listening at our doors, my tech-savvy brother networking all of our devices, my lonely brother hanging out at Cafe Contigo where Maeve told Browen what happened between her and Knox, my scared brother watching Brandon insult me, my sad brother saying our family is ruined after Emma and I fought about Brandon, and oh yeah, my spelling bee champion brother making a rare yet memorable error. The reunion between Phoebe and Jared happened before I'd had the chance to correct him. I'm starting to feel lightheaded and take a deep breath, steadying my breath as I mentally slot my brother into the events of the past few weeks. He fits. Owen could have been monitoring Emma's conversations with Jared all along. Everything from our father's accident to the plans for the Truth or Dare game to Emma's decision to pull out, and when she did, he could have easily stepped in. He probably would have been a lot more careful about covering his tracks than Emma was too. The whole thing excuse me, must have seemed like a video game to him, the ultimate Bounty Wars challenge, planning one move after the other, right up until Brandon died. Emma lays a sheet of paper on the table so carefully you'd have to be watching closely to see her hand tremble. "Can I see the last page, please?" she asks. The very end of the transcripts. Martin thumbs through the sheaf he's holding in his hands to her. Correspondent stops the day Brandon Weaver died. He says, I forced myself not to look at Emma as we both start to read. That wasn't supposed to happen. Sure it was. It's what you wanted. I don't think I did. He deserved it. It's done. You're welcome. But we're only half finished. Now it's my turn. Hello? Say something. Don't you dare fucking ghost me. Then it ends. I don't move except to shift my gaze toward Emma, waiting for her reaction. She meets my eyes again, and for the first time in years, we have a conversation with no words, just like we used to when we were kids, reading the thoughts written across one another's faces, invisible to anyone else but perfectly clear to us. Emma glances down and notices the undone button of her Oxford shirt and neatly fastens it. Then she looks up, pale now, but composed, and pushes the transcript toward Martin. I think my mother is right, she says. Jared is delusional. This is nothing more than him talking to himself once I stop speaking to him, and nobody can prove it differently, can they? That is the end of this book. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe that, but wow. That's all I can say is just wow. It ended off on a very, high note. There could be, obviously, another book to this, which there is another book to this series, which is One of Us is Back, which I have to get my hands on. I am working on it. I swear I am. But, wow. That was intense. Very, very, very intense. I hope that you guys enjoyed this book as much as I did, and I will see you guys for the next book. Bye.